People come to me with work when they're not having a satisfying work. There's a lot of ways that that can present itself. Sometimes they go from job to job to job and they always have a slightly abusive boss. Or they go from job to job and they're just never advancing in their career. And it's one of those things of like, why? Why do you find the same situation everywhere you go? And that's because you're the common denominator. So either A, you're reacting to the bosses in such a way, again, it's the same, it's the wound, right? So I believe I should be treated that all bosses are mean and demand too much from me. And once I remove that belief and find out what the underlying fear is, once you remove that fear, you start to make choices that are healthy for you. Some people stay in jobs way too long. It's time for them to move on and they don't know how to quit. There's not going to be another job out there. Who am I to want more? And so it's really about finding, again, the client, where the client's at and what they want. Some people want to change careers totally. They just know they're unhappy and they're not really sure why. And they're not really sure what they want to do next, right? So it's that sweet spot of finding their skill set, figuring out exactly what they have and what they can do and where is that transferable, as well as what is your passion at. Yeah, some people have their identity totally wrapped up in their career. And so how do we address that? How do we kind of unfold that, right? How do we start to see that you are not what you do, that you're perfectly, you have everything that you need to be happy, joyous, and free, regardless of what you do for a living. Some people just have a job. They need X amount of money to live where they want to live and to do the things that they want to do outside of work. They just want a job that's not stressful, which is great. So what is it that you need? What is it that the client needs from a job? And how do we get that? And sometimes we find that the job you have is perfectly fine and you're going to go get fulfilled in your hobbies and you're going to get fulfilled in different ways.